Thank you very much to receive me. I would do my best with my English, so apologize me because my English is not so good. So I will try to do the best. Yes, I would like in some words to present you Electricians Without Borders, Électricité de France, sans frontières, sorry. So it's a non-governmental organization. It's a small one. We are just 1,200 volunteers and mainly issued from electricity companies. So our job is electricity. So we try to improve the poorest population to the access of electricity and water sometimes. So, you know, of course, it's very important. We have three action fields, I could say. Emergency, post-emergency, as we are now in Dominica. Before we were in Saint Martin. We went in Haiti, in Philippines. So our intervention is after hurricane or earthquake. So we have focus about emergency, post-emergency. The second one is expertise on demand. It means we work with Red Cross or we work with Doctors Without Borders. So sometimes I have a request about electricity. I will give you an example. This summer we work for Doctors Without Borders because they want to rebuild an hospital in Syria after the war in Syria. So with plans, pictures, we try to prepare the reconstruction of an hospital. So it's this kind of expertise. The third one, it's development. It's the most important. It's 80% of our activity. So development, it means in rural area. So we try population who are in rural zone, in rural areas, to help them to have electricity. An example to explain. Next month we will be in Asia, in Laos, and we are going to electrify 50 villages who are very far from a town. So we are going to install photovoltaic panels or solar pump. So usually we work with renewable energy. So we try to do this. So it's very important for a health center to have electricity, for a school, for education. So we avoid these populations to come in town and they could stay in their village. So it's the main of our activity, 80%. What can I tell you? So here, what can we do here? We are there, I think the first team arrived, a team of 3 persons, we are not a lot. They arrived the 12th of October. We arrived with 55 generators, 3 kinds of generators, 1,000 kV, 2,000 kV and 3,000 kV. It's small one, but it's generators we are going to install in health center and schools. It's a priority and the demand of the authorities, of the governments. So we work with the government, with the authorities, and also with the United Nations. It means PARO for the health center and UNICEF for education. So with them, we try to planify what we have to do, to organize this. I would like to thank Express Island because we could transport generators with them. So it's very important. Without that, it will be a difficulty for us. On 55 generators, in 2 weeks, we have installed 37 generators. So about 20 in the health center, more or less 10 in schools, primary school. Tomorrow we will install generator in Goodwill Secondary School because they will try to open the sewing classroom on Monday. So we will work tomorrow for the Independence Day. And we install 6 generators in collective shelters. So we have worked in less than 3 weeks a lot. My team, I am the coordinator of the operation, so I talk with the authorities, with the government, with the NGO, and the 2 others are engineers. So they are retired. Yes, I forget to tell you that in 1,200 volunteers were a lot of retired people. So they were doing that in France in their job, so they want to do that to help people. So we don't provide only, we install them. So it's very important because it's operational. Also, we have partners for materials. In France, we are working with companies who will help us to give materials. So we have cables, we have generators, we have solar lamps. So I thank our partners because without that we couldn't work. It's very difficult to find money. We are a small organization, and we are working with foundations. So they help us to give money. For example, we have the foundation of the Electricity of France, the first company of France. So. To speak about solar lamps, at the beginning we arrived with about 600 solar lamps. So actually, at the moment, we gave 530 solar lamps. We ask us to focus on in Roseau, the southwest, and the southeast. But we gave also to the north until Pennville. Yesterday we gave 72 units to Pennville. So we try to give them to a council representative. So we are expecting for 2,000 more, but we have just a problem of transportation. They are in France, and we try to solution this problem of transportation. So we will have more, and it will be better. So, do you have any questions?
You've been doing quite a lot. Let me first say, my name is Julian Morris. I work with Channel 5 News. Obviously, you're doing quite a bit. Did you say, I think you mentioned something about the fact that you don't, as your organization does not necessarily present cash, right? You just provide the lamps, as you said, the generators and so on. That's the area you operate in. That's what.
Yes, we provide.
Just wanted to clarify. Okay. So it's not a situation where you might present money or to organizations. You give tangible help in terms of the generators and the solar lights and so on. That's what.
Yes, that's right. Yes, we provide and we install, because I think here there's some organizations who provide but who don't install. So we have divided the map of the island. So we will help because they have generators but they can't install. So we will help them to install generators. We will take their generators and we will install them.
Huge amounts of material. You had any difficulties going through the system with them? Were you well facilitated? Was that an easy process for you? What was that like for you? You obviously brought in a lot of generators. You mentioned a lot of solar lamps and so on. I'm thinking it's a chaotic time for a lot of people. The port has its own challenges. That's the context in which I'm asking that.
I'm not sure to understand.
Okay, let me go a little slow. I understand you have challenges with the English. So, how easy was it for you
to bring your stuff in, bring the things you brought into the country?
Yeah, it was easy to bring there because we have the help of the Express Islands boat. So we bring, I think, 10 meter cube of materials, of cables, generators, solar lights, everything. And we bring the stock of the island of Saint Martin, because just before the hurricane we were in Saint Martin. So what we didn't use, we bring it here. So we do with what we have.
Okay.
Yes.
And finally, so I can let the other reporters ask you questions. How long, did you say how long your team would be here for? Did I miss that?
As the second team, we will be there until the 16th of November. So we will do a point and perhaps a new team will arrive. It depends of the operations.
Okay, so the current team might not be the one to supervise all the work that you have to do. It could be another team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry for my English.
Look from the Chronicle newspaper.
Yeah.
You mentioned that on October 12th, a team of 3 arrived on island.
Yeah.
To date, can you tell us how many persons are currently here with your team?
The last team, there were 3, and 3 to install. More 1 person to coordinate as me, and now there are 2, but they do a lot. When the health center is opened, when we have no difficulties with that, if it's not so damaged, it's easy. It's very quick to install a generator. It depends of the site you find. If it's easy, no damage, you can do that in 15 minutes. It depends, but you have the road if you want to go to the north of the island, so sometimes it's difficult to go. So we spend a lot of time with the road. But no, to install, it's not a long time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
What can be done using solar lights? Is it bright enough for students to study, to read?
Yes, you can charge with a new USB your phone. You can, I have the specification. It's a big light. It's a pity I have not here a light. So a light, you can charge your phone. So, and you have a photovoltaic panel. So with the light, the sun or you put it outside, and it's okay. It's very
Adequate enough, good enough.
Yes, it's good enough. Yes. Yeah. So for a classroom, you can put two lights like this, and it's okay. Mm-hmm.
Has it been put into use already? Do they use it? Do the students use it in any way now?
I think so. I hope so. Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions from other reporters? Apparently the questions have come to an end, so.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.